The thing I miss most about going out is before you get into the venue and you can hear the subs and the pounding through the walls, and sometimes if you know a night's going to be one of those good nights and you get goosebumps, and that's what I miss.
The thing I miss most about raving is probably getting tops off, getting sweaty and jumping, doing leapfrogs in the rave.
Tops off sweating. It's always the one, isn't it? Tops off sweating. It's got to be done.
Standing in a club, maybe not even knowing who you are, just being in touch with the music. I think like the world's a really hectic place. And when a DJ kind of finds a BPM and locks onto it, you very much kind of get in that groove as well.
Walking into a big venue and just getting thumped in the chest by a big subwoofer.
Yeah, literally just being right at the front, feeling it, like just being there and being around your mates.
That euphoria, I think, that you get.
Club can be a really safe place. When it's dark and the lights are on, you're very much separated from the world.
So my name's Matt, and I'm the founder and I guess director of Chequered Wax. Originally I started the label on my own. Fortunately now I'm joined by 3 others.
My name is Jamie. I kind of one of the DJs for the label and do the social media and marketing from that side.
So I'm Josh, and for Chequered Wax I do A&R, so I speak to artists, find new artists and get them through the process of releasing music.
I'm Harry. I started with Chequered Wax. First and foremost, actually, I was friends with Matty from a previous gig of his, and then more recently I've moved into doing the music videos for their social channels.
The label started as I found myself surrounded by friends at university, friends of friends who were all making various types of music, and I think the main concept, the original concept, was to sort of build a platform. It may already exist on certain levels, but maybe not to the extent that I would want as a grassroots artist trying to push my way into the scene.
It's good to see someone like Matty running a label like Chequered Wax, because he's just putting people on his label, putting money behind people that he really likes what they're doing, and I think not enough people do that.
We'll always look for like artists who don't really have a platform at all. So that side of it is pretty much the backbone of our label anyway.
The things that are attractive about Chequered Wax in the regard of, you know, looking for new artists and that kind of thing, we're always on the lookout. We'll listen to anything, regardless of whether it's the, you know, on paper the genre that we were expecting. Some of the choices that we've made putting out have been quite brave, as far as they're not going to give you immediate commercial success. I think it's about building an image for the label.
I think if we can get ourselves to a position that artists want to come and release with us and use us as a stepping stone to get to, whether it be a worldwide label or even just another small label, that for us is the best thing, being that stepping stone and allowing an artist to get to where they want to be.
What Matty's built with Chequered Wax is a community within itself.
Community is everything for us, for the label, for me as well. It's the whole grounding of underground dance music, and that's what drives everything forward.
I like the togetherness, more of the underground stuff. That's why I love it. You can just go there and do whatever you like, be who you want to be, everything like that, the way that everyone comes together.
It's really nice when you don't feel kind of excluded within a community. So if you're at the rave and everyone's there for the same reason, we're all there for the music. And I think that community vibe really comes across, certainly on the dance floor as well. So it's just about everyone having fun together and sharing the love.
Creating the community alongside it, people who follow our label, is like another part of the backbone.
The main thing in terms of us being in the community, we want to try and offer this as much as we can grow our platform, and anything I can offer or we can offer as a label to any artist, that is our ultimate goal. We will never have any exclusivity deals or stand in an artist of where they want, in the way of an artist with where they want to be.
If everything does go to plan, I should have 3 or 4 EPs coming out with a label bigger than Chequered Wax. And like, what's really nice about that is Matty is really encouraging and really happy about it. That's his main thing running Chequered Wax, is to platform artists to go on to bigger and better places.
Before the pandemic, we were getting some real traction. We was starting to have a good time with it, and we'd just got a new distribution deal, so we was really enjoying that. With lockdown coming in, it really halted the process.
So it has impacted the label a little bit, We've put a hold on a few things over the past year.
I know it's difficult to make dance music and have the knowledge that no one soon will be dancing to it. I think it's also on their part really difficult to be putting out dance music kind of with the knowledge that no one will be dancing to it, because what sells records like that is DJs hear it and they want to go and play it out. My DJing at home has just turned into a lot of kind of more down-tempo stuff recently. Like, I've lost a lot of the passion for the high-energy stuff, and I mean, that's what I was producing beforehand as well.
We would never run any online, whether it be a streamed event. We would never sell tickets for anything like that. I don't think in terms of club events we would ever do what we would consider as a club night that is socially distanced. I think it takes, for me, it takes too much away from the feeling and the atmosphere of the night. Now, obviously, with the light at the end of the tunnel, we've resumed programming, and we're looking to improve and build on where we have with our maiden year, and push on in our 3rd, 4th and 5th years.
In the next 5 years, I'm hoping we'd have a club night established. I want to move forward with the nightlife community, as well as pushing our label forward. I really want to bring in some artists that we can then push on, and in the next 5 years they're getting releases on bigger labels.
So the vision for Chequered Wax over the next 5 years, I think it's about keeping that sort of smaller vibe, but getting some of the maybe the mid-ground names that people know that have the pull for the bigger crowds but aren't hugely commercial. You know, you're not paying loads and loads of money out just to have someone play an hour and a half of the same tunes that they're playing elsewhere. I think it's about bringing the artists that the underground heads want to see.
I'm loving the event side of stuff, so putting on events and just kind of keeping this kind of underground little scene in Manchester together and building us up a bit more. You'll find that a lot of the smaller collectives around it kind of just build each other up and help each other out and turn up to each other's events, so I hope we can help do that for other people alongside us.
In 5 years, if we could be at a position that we've got a regular event series in which we regularly have 3, 4 small artists playing alongside one big artist, or one artist that is a bit more of a household name, and give the smaller artists that experience and as I keep saying, that stepping stone, that is ideally where I'd like to see the label. My piece of advice for anyone that wants to get into music or the creative industries is ignore the people around you that tell you that it can't be done.
Don't rush. Enjoy what you're doing. Don't do it because you think that's what everyone else wants. Be proud of the art that you create.
The best thing you can do is, I think, care and make sure that you like them and you kind of understand the context within which your music or your DJing or even the kind of artwork you're making works.
Utilise Facebook groups, utilise these groups, and just don't stop producing and mixing and stuff like that, and get it out there regardless if you're a fan of it entirely or not.
But the biggest thing for me is ignore those people that say that you can't do it and keep going and you'll get to where you want to be.